Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! I am so glad it is 2021. Who's with me? Who's with me? All right, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Lindsay. I'm really glad you're here and I hope that you consider sticking around. And if you like what you see, give that a thumbs up, subscribe down below. So with the start of a new year, I'm very much, if you know me, I'm very much a planner. I plan goals. I have a lot of goals, but list maker, planner, that is me. So I thought it would be fun to show you my planner setup, and if you are also a list maker, planner, things like that, then maybe you get some inspiration. I do a mixture of like traditional journaling or traditional planning with like an actual dated planner, and then I also use bullet journaling. So I use the Erin Condren folio. I'll just walk you through the ones that I've gotten here. I've got 4 different books. The first one is her quarterly daily planners. I did at one point use the life planner, and I used it for a year and I love it. It was great, but it was really big and really thick, even thicker than this, and this is thick, but really big, really thick. And I just found that it didn't do everything I needed it to do, and it was a big thing to like hold in my purse and take with me. And so after a year or so of using it, I tried the quarterly planners instead, and I like those much better in this little folio system. So we start with the quarterly ones. Then I've got just a general dot grid, which, oh no, you can see, you can decorate it like a bullet journal. You can just write in it, whatever, dot grid. Then I've got the meal planning book where you plan your meals, you've got your shopping list, you can plan dinner parties. It's fabulous, I love it. And then for 2020, I tried something new. I did the gratitude journal, because who didn't need more to be grateful for in 2020? So I'm not quite done with this book yet. I will use it until it's finished, but then I probably will not get it again, only because which I'll show you later in the video, I capture things that I'm grateful for in the quarterly planner as well. So I really don't need it twice all the time. Certainly did for 2020, but not after, I think. So I'll finish this out and then maybe replace it with another dot journal or something like that. So to get set up outside of just these things, I've got the newest quarterly planner. So this is January through March 2021. And I've got a brand new dot journal. If you saw my shorts yesterday, which I'll link up above, then you got a sneak peek of like what goes into this. But I will walk through it in more detail today. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing I do, if it's the start of a new year or the start of a new dot grid journal, is I'm going to do the future log. So let me actually show you my previous future log. So I like to set it up with just 3 months in a horizontal layout, and I put things like things I need to do, like if I need to rotate my mattress or change out my contacts, or if I'm gonna, I have to give my dog the heartworm pills. I have wooden cutting boards, so I need to oil them. So just like little tasks and things, and appointments if I already know what those are gonna be. So let's get that set up. So let your guard down, and I say, once that's done, then I'm going to transfer over things that were in the old future log into this, assuming that they are still relevant. So. All right, so once you're done with the future log, then we turn over to what I do for my monthly spread. So this is the sneak peek that people got on my shorts video the other day, and it's essentially just the name of the month and some little design. I'll show you December's here in a minute. Some goals that I've got, which I've already set. I just have to transfer them into here. Events are going to be things like you know, if, well, like January 28th is my dog's birthday, or if I have a doctor's appointment or something like that, tasks are going to be things like if I need to rotate the mattress or change the air filters or change my toothbrush, things like that. Then this page turns into a content calendar for my YouTube videos. So let me show you what December's looks like. Well, here's November because I'm already there. So just a little design, some goals, events, tasks, and then here's the content calendar. Hard to line up with the camera, so that I can just plan it out. And so then December's looked like this. I thought this was super cute. This was like Charlie Brown Christmas kind of thing, I thought. Anyway, so that's what I do for my monthly spread, and that has been working really well for me. So let's get going on building out the content calendar now.
Running from all things at once without thinking twice. And I knew it would catch up and that we would be the ones left.
All right, so far I've taken you through the future log. I've taken you through what I do for my monthly spreads. Then I get down to once a week, I do my weekly planning, and that's when I switch over to the quarterly planner. And all I do then is just take appointments and things that I know that I need to do for the week, and I transfer them over. And then I do, there's 3 boxes. And so the first one is plan, and so that's kind of like the plan for the day. If there's, if I need to run an errand at lunch, or if what time my first meeting of the day starts, things like that. The middle box I use to plan my workout for the day, and then the bottom one is where I do, I write down my goals for the day, which I'll talk more when I get to my daily planning, which is also where I get into my bullet journal.
I've been told.
Up here at the top is also where I write on the daily something that I'm grateful for. This year's planners don't really have a nice spot up there. The previous one, let me show you. The previous one had these little hexagons at the top, which, this day I was grateful for the Christmas spirit. But those were nice to use, and they don't have it here, but I still want to continue that practice. So I'm just going to make my own little box. And then on the weekends, because they don't have the 3 boxes, I don't work out on the weekends. I just do it Monday through Friday. So that is actually useful because I don't need that. So then I still do the grateful fors up here. And then this area becomes just any appointments that I might have that day or what my goals are.
Lead my mind on this road that I am on.
And another trick is that the plan, workout, goals section headers, I only write it out for the week that I'm planning. And the reason is because I didn't always use it this way, and if I ever decide I don't want to do it that way, then I want to be able to change it up and not have the whole entire book be stuck in one way. So I highly recommend doing it that way.
Gotta stay here for some time.
And if I'm ever not sure exactly what day something's happening, but I think this next weekend we're going to actually take down the Christmas trees because, we just felt we needed one more week of Christmas. But if I'm ever not sure, then I'll put it on a Post-it note. So it's there, but I'm not committed. Okay, and then you just fill in the blanks. So you go through your calendar and you move over anything that needs to happen, which, let's be honest, in 2020, there wasn't a whole lot going on. So This is why I got into the goal section, because I didn't have a whole lot of plans. All right, so we have done the start of a brand new year / new book. I have shown you my monthly spreads. I've shown you how I plan out my week. Now I'm gonna go to my day, which is when I flip over to my dot grid journal. I do something called the daily grind. I did not come up with it. Another YouTuber did. Her name's Angie Belmar. I'll link to her down below. She's awesome. You should 100% subscribe to her as well. Anyways, daily grind, what she says to do, and she sets, at the beginning of the month, she sets 10 goals for herself. And they can be like small goals, but they have to be like meaningful and impactful. And what you do is every day, first thing in the morning, you write down the 10 goals without looking at the day before. Why do you not look at the day before? Because if you can't remember the goal, it's probably not that important. The other thing that's interesting is to see how it changes throughout the month. The way like you write it, it could be a word change, it could be shortened, you could decide it's not important anymore and you change it up a little bit. But that's interesting to see. So you start and you write out your 10 goals. I'll show you an example there. So I say daily grind and then I write out my 10 goals. Now there's only 8 there because at this point in the month I had already accomplished 2. So this was like 13 days ago. Anyway, I'd already accomplished 2, and once you accomplish them, you don't have to keep writing them, so you just take them off. Then I do a different setup, which is something I learned from a different YouTuber, who I can also link to below. And she has, it's called the most important things, but the way she splits it up is unique because I've heard people say, what are the 3 most important things you need to accomplish today? And you start with those. But she does it differently in a way that really makes sense to me. So the first one is just one singular. What is the most important thing for you to do that day? You write that out and it gets its own category. Then you have 2 others, which are your other 2 most important things to do. And then she has max 5, which is 5 other things that she's got to accomplish that day. Maybe it's like do laundry or do the dishes, or maybe it's, pick up dog food, whatever. 5 things, no more than 5 things that she has to do that day. Why does this resonate with me anyways? Is because it keeps my to-do list short, which then means I can accomplish it. But it also helps me prioritize. I know what the most important thing is. So like you will see in the example I'm about to show you, there are some days that I don't accomplish very much. And then there are some days that I accomplish quite a bit. So in this particular one, my most important thing that day was to write a blog. Then the 2 other most important things were to film 2 different videos for YouTube. And then max 5, I needed to get my mom's Christmas gift. This was pre-Christmas. I needed to budget. I needed to pay a credit card. I needed to engage in a Facebook group that I'm in, things like that. And you can see I only got 3 things done that day, none of which were most important. But then you go to the next day where the most important thing was writing the blog, which I did. Then I had to film a video, which I did, and then wrap presents, which I did. So anyway, so I do the most important thing, the 2 others, max 5, and then under that, I just capture all the to-dos that I need to do. It's kind of like a brain dump, and I just move them over every day because 1, I get tired of writing them, so it encourages me to cross them off my to-do list, but 2, it also becomes like a notebook that I can capture things throughout the day as things get added to my to-do list. So that's how I do my daily. It works out very well for me. Right now I'm loving it.
Time is gone and I grew up.
So I set it up like this and then I just start writing. So I know like one of my goals this month is to lose 1 pound because I'm trying to do it healthy. So that means 1 to 2 pounds a month, so lose 1 pound. Another one is to finally organize my pantry and hopefully film it for you guys. And then I also want to organize my kitchen and so on and so on. And so then underneath that, I will write my most important thing to do for that day, which today was to film this video. Then I've got, like I said, 2 other most important things. And then I can write those down there. And then I do max 5, which that is going to be, what was my max 5 for the day? Like, okay, so I want to storyboard my pantry video. And I have a couple of videos that I need to edit. I want to do my December month in review, and so on and so on. And then once you're done writing your task for the day, then I just do little dots, and I'll write down my to-dos. Like I have a 401k that I need to roll over. I have a recipe that I want to get from my mother, etc., etc. All right, you guys, so that is basically how I plan. I use bullet journal techniques for the daily stuff, and then I use traditional planners for my weekly and monthly appointments. You can use the folio system if you want. This isn't sponsored, I just like Erin Condren stuff. You can use it if you want to. If not, you don't have to. All you need is a dot grid journal and some sort of dated calendar, and it could be even just a Google calendar that you print out a monthly view and a weekly view, and you put it maybe in a binder or something. Anyway, I hope this helped. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe below, and let me know in the comments if this is something you want to see. I'm happy to show you my monthly spreads every month, or I can do a deeper dive into how I set goals, like the 10 daily grind goals. Whatever you guys want to see, just let me know in the comments below. But thanks for joining. Have a happy new year, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Without